Some people say that time. And we're talking about overwhelm. So please stay with us because she is. And we'll be back in just a moment.
The Divas are going to refill their wine glasses. The Divalution Show will be right back.
The Divalution Show just celebrated its 1-year anniversary. The show currently has over 6,000 downloads and growing every day. The Divalution Show is broadcasted live on W4Divas.com and thedevolution.com from our studio every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. The shows are all available for download on iTunes, iHeart, and Spreaker. If you would like to join us or become an advertiser, please call 989-402-4627.
Stanbaugh Appliance, located at 408 Columbus Avenue. They carry most major brands, install and service all of their sales. They're hometown owned and operated and have been in business for over 65 years. 989-893-4676 or visit them at stanbaughappliance.com. Let LC Makeup Artistry help you believe in your own beauty. Professional makeup artist and medical esthetician. She's an award winner for her airbrush makeup, skincare treatments, and hair removal. Call Laura at 989-493-2607 or visit her online at lcmakeupartistry.com.
Fun, friends, and a good time just starts to describe the enjoyment of the Sunrise Pedal Trolley. We offer a new and unique way to travel around Bay City and experience our area's culture, history, specialty, and antique shops.
And of course, our local pub.
The Sunrise Pedal Trolley is a 15-person people-powered bike. Whether you're out on a wine walk, trying the newest micro beer, or just out to have some fun, we offer an experience like no other. Our riders pick the stops before we begin, making each tour different. To book a tour, visit sunrisepedaltrolley.com.
For a financial planner, call Nate Brown with Brown Financial. He's a comprehensive, fee-only planning service, specializing in retirement, estate, wealth, tax, college, and Social Security planning. He also does active portfolio management, will review your IRA, 401k, and 403b rollovers.
Contact us at 989-493-2940 or visit our website at www.browncompfinancial.com. Ask about our Diva deal and get a free bottle of wine.
Wendell's Home and Design, making home design affordable. Located at 5260 East Pickard Street, Mount Pleasant. Call them at 989-772-2914. For the best food in town, check out Heather's. It's made to order. They're located at 205 3rd Street. They're open for lunch and will deliver 989-402-1116. And extra special dinners on Friday and Saturday nights. They posted on Facebook.com/Heather's Restaurant.
This is Coach Charlie Cousins with Cousins Martial Arts. We offer classes from ages 2 to 12 for our kids, and we also offer adult classes. You can reach us at 989-297-8558 or on our website. That's cousinsmma.com, COSENSMMA.com. We have a 30-day free trial always in effect, and ask us about our Diva deal.
Base Camp is Bay City's best choice in fitness. Visit us at 515 Adams Street in downtown Bay City. Look for the red awnings between the one-ways behind historic Larson Salvage.
If you're looking for an artistic women's portraiture company where she can bring out the best in you, a side that you want other people to see, then you need to call Indigo Moon. Each setting is designed especially for you. The number is 989-708-6776, not the run-of-the-mill portraiture company. Indigo Moon. Call Chandra.
Wine glasses are full. The Divas are ready. Now back to the Divalution Show.
Hey, I wanted to tell you that we have two more new advertisers. One is Diane Laurie. She's an accountant. Her number is 989-893-1137. She does small business and personal accounting, and you can also reach her at accounting@yahoo.com. Our other new one is Dave from Growers Choice Insurance Company, and he carries all different kinds of insurances. His number is 989-671-1186, and please make sure that you tell them that you heard about them on the Divalution Show, please. So now we're back with our guest, Tui Tran, and for some reason I have a hard time with your name, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. Call me anything you want, as long as you call me.
Okay. That was a really good comeback. Thank you. But yeah, just if it makes you feel any better, you're not the only name I have a problem with. Just if it makes
you feel any better, you're not the only person who has a hard time with it.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you. So now we know what you do, and we know your background. And what would be your perfect client?
My perfect client is women entrepreneurs that are struggling with overwhelm, stuck in their business, and they just need to get that, they need help to get to that next step. So.
Very good. And how do we get in touch with you?
You can call me at 714-329-1427. I am on the phone a lot, so leave a message. Or you can go to my website. I've got a contact form on there and get me by email there. My website is www.tui, which is spelled T-H-U-Y as in yellow, M as in Mary, Tran, which is TRAN.com.
Very good. Okay. So,
and you should really go there because you can see all the amazing testimonials of all the fabulous magical work that I do.
Oh, good. Yes. And we'll put that on the Divalution Show's website, too. We'll put a little link to it, okay?
Perfect.
Great. Well, I thank you very much for being with us this evening. And you were a charming guest, and I hope that you'll come back and spend another show with us.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you, Tui, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye. So our subject is overwhelm this evening, and that was Tui Tran, that is a coach that specializes in women entrepreneurs that are struggling with overwhelm. So she was just perfect for this evening, and I like her a lot. She's very good, and she's a young mother that has that experienced corporate America and chose to find a different path.
Yeah, great work.
Yes, very
Extremely
good.
important and very, as you said earlier, very cutting edge.
Yes. 30 people have that certification. That's pretty impressive. So, another thing, we're talking about overwhelm, and I really can't think of one off the top of my head, one woman that I know that has not experienced some type of overwhelm within the last year or two.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever experienced a woman that doesn't have an overwhelm story.
This is
Some
true.
of them, amazingly at a traumatic level that you're wondering how they're still functioning. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so many women actually just drop out. They just drop out. So something's got to change. Something has got to change. And, it's funny because you can see the paradigm starting to shift. Men are doing more with children now than they used to be.
They never used to do that.
Right. And they're taking care of them. They're giving them baths and all, and doing laundry and all those things that was not done even just a generation ago.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So, it's moving in the right direction. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sad to me that we have to have two household incomes to make it nowadays.
Yeah.
It is.
Because that's what's forced us into having to go outside and work. Mm-hmm. Because really, you would live very humbly if both people didn't work, or if the man was making a substantial amount of money, the wife wouldn't have to work. But
Even if the wife doesn't have to work, just getting out of the house is good for women. I mean, we didn't used to do that. You know, before it was one of those things where the wife would stay at home and just take care of the kids and take care of the house, and it's not like that.
And that
anymore.
was fulfilling enough. That was somewhere something changed. Anyway, so that we went through that whole evolution though of them staying home to wanting to vote, wanting to work, wanting blah 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 blah. And we still don't make as much as men with the same backgrounds in education. I believe it's 87 cents on the dollar that we make to a man that's exactly parallel education wise to us, which makes me kind of mad, but that's for another show. So and the men are picking up some of the, I don't want to say slack, some of the household duties. There's a lot of men who cook now, and the wives don't even cook anymore. Yeah. And that never, I would have been so shocked at that just, 10 years ago.
Well, I have this thing. I say I don't have an oven, so I don't have to cook when it comes to family reunions and that. That's really nice for me. But my son still cooks, and he cooks breakfast, and I'll be doing something in another portion of the house, and I'll say, make me an omelet. And it's good to have somebody else doing that so that I can eat, because I wouldn't be able to eat if I was on the run. And that's what happens.
Right. Or, like Tui was saying, she has her children structured. And if you think about how much better that is. Sorry about that. How much better that is for the children to be structured to prevent overwhelm. Yeah. If you are raising your children that this is what time you get up, this is what time you come to the breakfast table, they'll fight you, their children, but they'll know that they better do it. And her little boy's 9 years old, and he's still going to bed at 7:30. Bless that little boy's heart. Yeah. And that makes for her and her husband have, I'm sure, a much better relationship because of that, because they have their quiet time together. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. And I'm with her. I don't like a lot of structure. I bucket every chance I get. And yet when I don't have my certain structure, routines. Routines, thank you. My certain routines, I'm all out of whack. And I get overwhelmed. You have 4 children. How did that work, Misty?
I really have to call her later and talk to her, because my son's, he's 9 too, and his football practice doesn't even get done until 8:45. So unless you resist having your kids involved in anything, and my son loves sports, and he's very talented in most everything he picks up. But I realize, too, he's never going to make a life out of it. He's never going to be a professional NFL. That's not how he's going to make his living eventually. So, that puts a lot of pressure on kids to be their best and to commit all of this time. He practices 4 days a week. He has games every Saturday. It's a high demand. And it's not something that works into our schedule. We have to build that schedule around practices, and 7:30 bedtime would be glorious in my house, but it's never going to happen.
Well, but what about when it's not football season?
When it's not football season, it's basketball season.
Oh,
when
so
it's
he's
not basketball,
always...
because that's what his doctor recommends. He's a bigger kid.
Right.
He's just,
and so
he's going to be a big kid,
right,
in general, but it's to keep him active.
Right.
And his dad has got some heart trouble, so we're just, it's preventative measures as well as his diet and all
then
that other
he
fun
just
stuff,
has a different structure.
Exactly. Yeah, it has to be different. And having teenagers, again, that bedtime goes way out of there.
Yeah, that's a whole new ball game. Yeah,
exactly. So there's a lot of value in what Dewey has to say and what she has to offer, but I think you have to really be able to tailor that to your own situations.
Exactly, right.
And don't be so quick to disregard that, because, again, I'm over here laughing as she's saying 7:30. I was like, give it a few years, honey, and it won't be like that.
But you know what? You have to set down. It changes. It could change every year. Yeah. The structure.
Yeah, and it has to as kids get older and want their own freedom.
When they're 12, they're not going to bed at 7:30, or unless they read or something.
Right, and then 7:30, of course, that works for her for now. But just
it'll
to
change.
Have that bedtime, children. You will have a bedtime.
See, and I think
that's what that might be.
I think a book that I read recently called Boundaries, and I think that we don't. I
Set
think
enough
that
of
we
those.
don't,